Hey guys, Carolina Rippers back with another video. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. So, football season's right around the corner. First preseason games are coming up pretty soon. And the Carolina Panthers actually have their training camp not too far up the road from us, about a half an hour away. And so, took a little day off. Cat Dude and I went up with a friend of mine and went and watched a little morning training camp practice. So, it was a lot of fun. Did you have a good time?
Oh yeah, it was awesome seeing the players like so close to you.
Yeah. I honestly wasn't sure what to expect. We never really have gone. They do their training camp at Wofford College in Spartanburg here. I think they're probably going to change that in the near future when they get their headquarters built. It's in process right now. Um, so this might be one of the last times that we could go that easily. But yeah, I didn't realize that we'd be able to get like right at the fence and everything. So that was pretty cool.
You could see how tall and short some of the players were.
Yeah, and how huge some of those guys were. Like J.C. Horn was a lot bigger in person than I realized he was. So, kind of cool. So we thought we'd share some of that with you, just kind of what we saw, and we actually have some footage. We did some recordings and things there just to give you guys kind of a little view. I mean, I know for me, I've never really gotten to see a training camp, so it's kind of cool to see, and we thought you guys might enjoy seeing some of the training camp from our favorite team. So a couple things we had joining us here, just in case you wondering what the background is. Some things we're going to talk about. So Christian McCaffrey, I mean, you can't have a Panther video and not have Christian McCaffrey. He's the anchor of the team. Got my favorite defensive guy, Jeremy Chin. Got this cool auto from Earl and his son last year, which was super cool of them to send. Just I love that auto with the green pulsar. And then Terrace Marshall, our rookie wideout, second round guy, and then Rodney Smith. It's kind of cool. A lot of you guys, I'm sure, don't know who that is. When I first got this card, I didn't even know he was a Panther, to be honest. I didn't even realize. We're going to talk about it a little bit. And then, of course, I had to put my new hat in there. So I got a new hat yesterday, and, I had to share. It's awesome. So, yeah, without further ado, why don't we check out some footage, give these guys a little view of some cool plays and some things we saw yesterday at training camp. I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, here we go. Panther training camp. Oh, look, Cat. It's a media check-in. That must be us. Here's Robbie. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was so much fun. The sad thing was we were there for like 2.5 hours, and that I you know most of what you guys just watched is Cat Dude because I was so enthralled just watching what was happening that I just couldn't make myself do videos. I just kept wanting to watch everything because it was pretty neat. I don't know if you guys could tell in the background, but they have three fields. Um, the closest field to us, the players that were in the blue were the defense, and the players in the white were the offense. The quarterbacks were in the red. They weren't in pads yet. They went into pads actually today, and so there was a little bit of hitting, but not much. But there was another third field off to the right where the kickers were, and they used it for other drills and stuff. But it was really neat to see how they organized and how they did a lot of that stuff. I'm watching all three fields, and so I kept having to tell myself to take pictures and do videos. Like I kept sending Cat Dude down to the fence.
Yeah.
I was like, just get a little bit closer. Go get some close up stuff. So some of all those close up pictures and videos that was all Cat. So, um, but just I don't know. We thought we'd share some observations from camp. I don't maybe some of you guys are like Falcons and Saints fans, and you want to know what's the inside scoops, and now you'll know that your teams are going to get beat by them Panthers. But
Yep.
yeah, it's going to happen. I'll be honest. I was very impressed by some things, and then kind of disappointed by some things. Like I wasn't. I didn't come away thinking, "Oh man, we look good." I came away thinking, "Wow, the defense really looked better than the offense."
Yeah.
Like, is that not what you thought?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like defense able to block every play and have a couple picks, but offense
And
just
fumbles.
yeah.
I mean, there was like during practice or during the 2.5 hours, depending on they do different drills, but when they were doing like 7-on-7 and full kind of scrimmage, I mean, they had like at least two picks, two interceptions, maybe three, and they had a couple of fumbles. Um, None of it was McCaffrey. Honestly, McCaffrey looked amazing. Like he was practicing kickoffs and punts, which is a little scary. I know a lot of fans don't like the fact that he still does that some, but I think you just have to be ready. Um, I mean that's one of those things though, man. Special teams gets overlooked. If you don't have somebody solid back there, you got to get somebody. But McCaffrey looked great. He was making his cuts and tearing. I mean, even not in pads, you could tell. Even if they were in pads, they were not stopping that dude. And he was all over. He didn't really catch much. He was mostly just running. But I was a little disappointed. I didn't see DJ Moore do very much, and he's been my favorite wide receiver. Didn't
Oh yeah, he wasn't really.
No, he didn't stick out to me. But Robbie Anderson was making some plays, and I mean, if you guys saw that Terrace Marshall play, where he doing the one-on-ones, that was one of the coolest things when they just lined up one DB versus one wide receiver. There's a bunch of those. I don't think we put too many of them in the little clip package.
Yeah, a couple of them, not
Yeah.
many.
But the one with Terrace Marshall, I mean, he just he made one move, nudged off the guy, and was gone. And that was a good ball. But I think both of those passes were actually PJ Walker. I don't think either one of them was Sam Darnold. I keep wanting to call him Bradford. I don't know why. I don't think either one of them was Sam Darnold. I think they were both PJ. But I mean, Terrace Marshall, really, he looked really good. Honestly, for a rookie, he did not look nervous. He did not look like everybody else was ahead of him. I mean, he was big, he was fast. He'd make a quick move. I mean, I'd say he didn't look to me, and I'm a novice at this. I am not an analyst by any means. I don't watch enough film. He didn't look like a great route runner. I mean, but I think he'll learn. But he was killing him. And J.C. Horn on defense. You remember that pick that J.C. Horn had? I wasn't recording that, so
I didn't get it either. I
yeah,
really wish I did.
it was so loud. He jumped up over the other defender and the receiver and caught it in the chest, and it was like pow, just really loud, and the crowd just went crazy, and he ran it back.
He jumped like 6 feet in the air. It was insane.
Yeah, I mean, it was an amazing, and he's had like 3 picks at training camp so far, and they've only had like 4 days. So I mean, he's looking really good. I will say what I mentioned at the beginning of the video about Rodney Smith. I got this card here of Rodney Smith. The reason I put this in here, I was a little surprised. Did not see a lot of Chuba Hubbard.
Oh yeah, very little at the end.
Yeah, we in the 7-on-7 and some of the full 11 scrimmage, he did some runs, but Rodney Smith, at least that day, was really the second running back. I don't know if there was injuries or if that's really the depth chart. I have no idea, but I was really surprised because you haven't heard anything about Rodney Smith, um, like any kind of NFL guys talking about him. But I mean, pretty late round pick. It was kind of interesting. I mean, I had to look him up. I'm like, wait a minute, that's number 20, not number 30. That's not Chuba. But he looked good. Reggie Bonifon is the other one, number 39, but he's more the third. He's a very prototypical third down back. Good receiver, a bigger back. He's kind of a tall guy. He's good for pass protection. But Rodney Smith, you guys might be hearing it kind of first here. I don't know if that's what they're doing, but it looked like it.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. The other really cool thing I liked about having the split practice is they put them together in groups by position. The cornerbacks, AJ Bouye and J.C. Horn and Dante Jack. I mean, you could tell that group liked practicing together, like they were cohesive. The rest of them kind of looked like they weren't sure what to do. They weren't sure if their confidence didn't look there. But those guys looked like they were ready to play.
Oh yeah.
They were loud. They were jumping around and goofing around some. I mean, you could tell. But I mean, we had a blast. And I appreciate you guys watching this video. I think we had a great time going, and a great time watching this stuff go. We're definitely going to do this next year. I kind of wish I could take another day and do another one, but what was your favorite part, Kat?
Favorite part had to be either the scrimmage, which is just amazing for the defense at least, and then the one-on-ones where they were throwing the ball to the offensive guy and the defense had to, because I was right down at the fence, they were so close, like it felt like you could reach your arm out and touch one of them, like
Yeah,
just
don't do that. Security doesn't like that.
oh yeah, well
Luckily, you have short arms. And there was one guy in the middle that was just yelling at everybody the whole time and telling us how these guys aren't as good as a high school team. My high school team could beat them.
oh yeah.
But we had a great time. So thanks for watching the video today, guys. We just thought it'd be kind of fun to show you guys what we got to see at training camp. I hope you guys get a chance to see your teams do some training camp, and looking forward to the next couple weeks when we're going to have some actual live football to watch. So going to make these breaks that we do on the weekends that much better. Hope you guys have a great one. Come see us again soon.